Welcome back to the Misadventures of an HR Professional. This is Case File 002, Hiring Managers and the Hunt for Talent, Part 1. Before we get started, when I say hiring manager, I am not talking about recruiting someone to become a manager. I'm talking about the manager responsible for filling a position on their team. So, in this episode, we'll talk about the production supervisor, aka hiring manager, who told me he needed to fill a position yesterday. You know the conversation. The role is crucial. The position can't stay open for more than 1 week. I need someone as soon as possible. So I jumped into action, got the request and budget for the position approved, met with the hiring manager to review the job description to make sure we're aligned on exactly what we're looking for. I posted a position and applications start coming in. Now the real work begins. I review resume after resume after resume. I conduct phone screens. I compare experience, skills, personality, and potential. I'm trying to find someone who not only has the qualifications, but who will be a good fit for the company culture. After screening roughly 30 candidates, I finally have the 3 finalists. Not just 3 people who can do the job, 3 people who I genuinely believe could be successful in the role. I breathe a sigh of relief. Finally found them. I send my recommendations to the hiring manager, along with the screening notes for the 3 candidates. Then comes his response. I'd like to see at least 12 more candidates before I decide. Wait, what? Did he just ask for 15 qualified candidates? At first, that might not seem unreasonable until you think about what it will take to find 12 more qualified candidates. It took screening 30 people just to find 3 finalists. And if I need 12 more qualified candidates based on the same success rate, I'd probably have to screen another 120 candidates just to find 12 more qualified finalists. Now remember, as the HR manager, recruiting is not my only responsibility at this time. While I'm reviewing resumes, scheduling interviews, conducting phone screens, coordinating calendars, following up with candidates, I'm also handling employee relations nonstop, coaching managers, answering benefit questions, helping employees, supporting leadership, staying compliant, running bi-week, and several other HR responsibilities. Meanwhile, the 3 original candidates are not sitting at home waiting for us. They're interviewing somewhere else. They're getting offers. They're accepting jobs because great candidates do not stay on the market for very long. Weeks turn into months. The position is still open after 90 days. The department is frustrated because they're short-staffed. The leadership looks at the recruiting dashboard. Time to fill, 90 days. Time to fill, 120 days. And the question becomes, why is it taking HR so long to fill this role? And that's one of the hardest part of recruiting. Metrics tell you what happened. They don't tell you why it happened. From the outside, it looked like recruiting had failed. Recruiting had already succeeded. We found 3 exceptional candidates on the first round. The problem wasn't a lack of talent. It was a hiring process that confused quantity with quality, because no manager needs to interview 15 candidates. That's a job for the recruiter or HR. They need one person who's capable, committed, and a great fit for their team. My advice to hiring managers: if you've already been presented with 3 exceptional finalists, I mean the ones that HR has vetted and screened, the answer probably isn't to keep looking. If you are undecided because you are nervous about making the wrong decision, talk it out. Explain to HR what your hesitations are. Maybe we can find a solution. Because while you're searching for the unicorn, your competitors are hiring the thoroughbreds. And that's exactly how businesses lose great talent. So, what's the lesson here? When your recruiter or HR professional presents you with qualified candidates, trust the process. Every day a position sits open costs your team in productivity, morale, and momentum. The goal is never to find every possible candidate. The goal is to find the right candidate. And sometimes the right person is already sitting in front of you. So let's stop chasing unicorns and start hiring great people. After all, every great story begins with a misadventure. Happy hiring!